And we are live. Um, Hello. My name and welcome to I'm tired. No, welcome to Virtual HorrorCon's one shot of Vitae and Petticoats, Sabbat. Well, I haven't had enough coffee today. Excuse me. Regency era Sabbat game. That's where we go. My name is Kat. I am your storyteller for this lovely morning game. And I am going to introduce my cast, starting with which direction? Nikki.
Hi everybody, it's me, Nikki. You can follow me on Twitter at TheWigDM, and today I'll be playing Aurelie Bouffon, the Malkavian Osiris. There we go. I know how to play Vampires the Masquerade.
Introduce the next below Nikki, Brad.
Hi, I'm Brad Hardwick. You can find me on Twitter at Rookie Junior. I will be playing Edmund Collins, the Nosferatu, Mr. Darcy-like Ripper of the Sabbat and Path of Cain.
And then let's see which direction. Kitty corner this way up to Michelle.
Hi, my name's Michelle Sealight, and this evening I will be playing the Lysandra Morgan Le Fay, member of this pact and follower of the Dark Mother.
And above Michelle to Khaldoun.
Hi, I'm Khaldoun Khelil. People just call me Moon. You can find me on Twitter at @KKhalil, on the Storyteller's Vault, or in your local RPG store. I'll be playing Dr. Adamir, the Zemese on the Path of Death and the Soul.
And hop over to the right of me, Sara.
Hey everybody, I am Sara. I will be playing Anthea Lewandowski, the Ventru who is on the Path of Power and Inner Voice.
And then finally, saving the last person, Vyn.
Hi guys, I'm Vyn at VynVox VA. I'll be playing Matilda Turner, Ministry on the Path of the Cathari.
All right, I'm not gonna look at this. Welcome to my first time storytelling vampire live stream. But I have to make a reminder to everybody that this is a game of horror, gothic horror. We've gone over our lines and veils and what won't be touched upon, and I had a list of what we would not cover upon, or not cover it. We that the horror would show up as, but I can't find that list. I have too many lists up right now. But let's see, just a lot of gothic horror, maybe some gore, maybe some
There may be blood.
there may be blood. Yes, there may be blood.
There may be blood indeed.
Blood and explosions and giant chickens.
I hope not.
You're like, what? And yes, I'm having morning. So we'll go around and introduce. Oh wait, we did that already. So this game is set in London about 1814. At this time of London, it was in England's history. We had the War of 1812 and one of the Napoleonic Wars. So in this case, with lore wise and how my brain works, that there's a Elysium ball being set up by the acting prince of that area. His name is Valerius. Smithas is on a walkabout. And at about this time period is when people, other like Sabbat or other independents, put their feet in to try to bring in more power to themselves in the city and stuff. So, and this pact is one of those pacts to help maybe take down the Elysium. So that is the goal for this this one shot, is to take down the Elysium. So we start with the pack. Where is the pack staying right now? Anybody have a?
I
What?
put Dotson Haven. And if you guys want to meet there, it's actually above a flower shop under the name Crown and Thorn.
Yes, please. Yes, please, and thank you.
And it's decorated like gripping vines on the walls. There's actually some very specific plants that she's put aside for this evening. And I'm guessing as we go into this scene, she's like, "Oh yes, these are also known as corpse flowers. They bloom once a year and smell precisely like a corpse."
Wonderful. Lovely.
Wonderful.
And it's just a shame that these got mixed in with their floral arrangements at Elysium if I had anything to do about it.
Did you have something to do with it?
I don't know, Storyteller, did I?
What was it? Sorry.
Mixing in the corpse flower into floral arrangements to be sent to Elysium.
Yes, they did make it too. Surprisingly, they're set up in a great big bouquet. I'll tell you where it's at when we get in there.
You over here
But-
wishing I knew more about Victorian flower language.
Oh, I could lend you a book if you'd like.
Oh, that'd be lovely.
We've got, let's see here. And she's going to start looking at her book collection while I'll let you guys explain how you are right now.
Well, Edmund will have travelled up from his manor somewhere from the countryside to London after hearing that the pack is gathering, and will stop for a bite somewhere in some alley and do something heinous and terrible, and devour what he has to devour before arriving on time at the flower shop, and stops and smells the flowers, or pretends to, at least, as the well-practiced monster has to still pretend, even if he is a hideous monster, still pretends to smell the flowers, and he'll walk in.
So you'd say that you woke up hungry and then you aren't hungry anymore.
I'm happy to go with whatever you would like me to go with, but I'm happy to stop in an alley, find someone, and just horribly eat their organs under obfuscate and continue on my way.
You are
And be
not
nice.
hungry anymore.
Yes.
Which I should have asked everybody to give me a rouse check, but
Sure.
And Thea is not.
Oh, okay. That is a success.
not
Absolutely
hungry.
got a success.
Not hungry.
Success.
I failed.
Oh, I succeeded. I was just muted.
To the place that you're meeting at a courier comes up and leaves a letter at the door. You hear a knock and a letter dropped at the door.
Do any one of you want to go get that, or shall I get it myself?
Oh,
Or
I
we can
get
just
it.
send one of the boys to get it. Because Early comes with the fan club.
I can go get it. I don't mind. And make sure that you give the friends and family discount on that book. And Anthea will walk out and go get the letter that has been dropped. If it's okay with you, I would like to say that Anthea probably also stays in your haven and helps run the business venture.
Absolutely.
True.
Absolutely.
All right.
The letter you pick up is in a very fancy script, and on it is a name that it has everybody's name that is in the pack on it. So you can open it as you see fit. It just has all your names at once.
Anthea will pick it up and, smelling it as she walks back to the others, say, "We got some mail. Anyone want to do the honors?"
Well, it's already in your hand, so by all means.
Letter opener's on the far desk.
It has one of those fancy wax seals.
Anthea will dramatically slice the wax seal off the letter opener and shake the letter open and read aloud to everybody what it says.
The letter on the inside says, my gorgeous children of the night, I have there is an, as you are aware, there's an upcoming spring ball in, well, I guess it is maybe tomorrow evening. I have made it, if you look in the right places, a way to help you make a grand explosion experience if you can find it. Forever yours, and a leader to one of you or all of you, Timo. In this sign, instead of Tima, it says Timo. Timo is Timo is the bishop for you all, one of them, or at least no main bishop. There we go.
Oh, well, isn't that delightful? And I have found it. It is a zero edition of. It is a edition of Catherine Essling's Language of Flowers. It hasn't even made it to publication yet, but give it a good 10 years and you might see it.
Well, thank you so much. That's so kind.
Mhm. And of course, friends and family discount. Which means you'll only owe me something tiny.
Like a finger? Or a small bauble?
It doesn't have to be your finger.
Oh,
It
I
makes
need
for
all of mine.
mulch.
Just no ears. We have a surplus of those.
Mm-hmm. And I'll pay extra money if it's the 11th digit.
See what I can find.
Dr. Scabs, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm just kind of sitting in a corner playing with like a collection of small spiders. They're kind of crawling in and out of my sleeve.
Oh, spiders.
You brought your own.
They have
I kind
names.
I kind of like pull down my collar and like reveal that like there's kind of my flesh is somewhat like riddled with like holes and cobwebs that they crawl in and out of.
Lovely.
We would have
Fascinating.
brought you some if you had asked.
I brought my own.
They do keep the mosquitoes out.
Edmund, what are you up to?
They keep many pests at bay.
I am sort of pondering what the bishop has requested us to do. If it is this riddle that the bishop has sent us, if it will ease our objectives to bring all vampires to their true nature.
Yes.
I understand that we have a party to attend, and the bishop wishes us to leave an impression, one might say.
A grand, beautiful impression. Yes.
So, shall we all go to a party? Or should we follow the bishop's riddle first?
I like
I'm sure we
parties.
can do both.
We can do both. Hey, dear.
I'm sorry, I thought I had a spider in my hair. Oh,
They find their way up there sometimes.
The ball is the following evening, so I'm gonna let you guys decide if you all spend the night at one place or you go and lie in wait in spaces around the Elysium, which is set at a manor house in one of the I think it's the boroughs in London. And at this time period, as I've had to do some lookups, the place where the queen of it's still king of England lives is not Buckingham Palace. It is somewhere else. Buckingham Palace did not become that residence until about 1837. So
so. Do you mind if I peruse that parchment?
Oh, by all means.
She's going to look at it. What is the fragrance of the parchment? Is there any fragrance to it?
corpse flowers, unless in bloom, are don't. Would it be in bloom? Would your
No,
corpse
I'm
flower-
asking about the parchment.
Oh, parchment. What does it
Yes.
smell like?
Yes.
Oh, I misunderstood you. I heard corpse.
No. It's fine. I have to put the right emphasis on the right syllable.
Yeah, it's not enough coffee day. It's the parchment smells like very faintly like waifs of bacon and bacon. Don't ask. And bacon popped in my head. And mint. No, not mint. Wrong scent. Got a waft of mint, but it was not mint. Sage and tomatoes.
Tomatoes could have been used to conceal its true identity, but normally lemons are used for that.
To conceal whose true identity, dear?
A letter. If you apply lemon to it, you can, when shown into flame, it will reveal the lemon.
Hmm.
Much how we show our true selves around fire.
Well, that is delightful. What new technology will they come up with next?
But it does not seem to be conveying any secret purpose. It might be, as they say, exactly as what is written. Unless there's some key in the handwriting or script itself, but I will leave that to you, fine people. I've sullied my nose with the smell of bacon.
Strange.
It's I just do not understand that. I hope bacon never goes into style.
Hmm.
The belly of the pig.
It's awful, is it not? It is just offcuts that have been salted for the poor. Am I incorrect in assuming so?
Oh, oftentimes they don't even sell well. They spoil before they make it to market.
Well, fascinating.
So,
Fascinating.
your goal that you can gather from the letter, as what you have said, is to just do what you've always done before in the past. Bring it down, if that's what you want to do. It says baking art. So expedite overnight. You can all feed in the morning. I'm not going to have you roll hunger tech for myself. Unless you want to roll hunger tech, you can do that again. So
Storyteller.
yes.
With I believe most of us being locals to the area,
Yep.
are we familiar with the Cam Prince in the area and the other leaders that we would be potentially targeting for this event?
You are aware of the prince in the area is a venturer by the name of Valerius. He's standing in for Mithras, who is went on a walk about in the late 1790s. Hasn't come back yet. And the other Primogen Council, which changes from time to time, but there is a list of incoming kindred that if you want to look for information as you I should have done that information, if you have some insider knowledge to places, you can find who's going to be showing up. Let's see.
Would that possibly be a politics role?
Politics roll, so int and politics.
All right.
Whoever wants to roll on that.
I will attempt this roll with y'all.
Yeah.
Is there any way I can assist rather than rolling on my own? Because I want to see them shine.
Ooh, yeah, me too. Can I help? I have no politics. I'm very sorry.
Ooh, that's only one success.
Yeah, I only had one success as well.
The rumor on the street that you hear is that there is a certain coterie that won an event that the prince put on, and that they are one of the more up and coming coteries in the city. And that is all the information that you can get on the politics roll. Anybody else wants to
Cool.
try an int in politics? They're more than welcome to. That hasn't.
If possible, I would like to try and reach out to some other Nosferatu, using Mask of a Thousand Faces to appear as a generic Nosferatu. I would try and enter one of the cobblestone slums where other Nosferatu may be known to frequent, and I'm going to try and weasel a invitation to Elysium.
Sure.
And yeah, so I would approach them.
Definitely. That would be
like by a creature in the night, and I would stalk in with a very generic Nosferatu kind of appearance. I wouldn't be in my tuxedo. I would be just sort of a little bit disheveled, and I would seek to ask. I understand that there is going to be a Grand Elysium. Are our clan welcome? Do you think you could get me an invitation? Who should I know?
Give me a manipulation and subterfuge.
Certainly. Just let me check my character sheet very, very quickly. Manipulation 3, subterfuge 2. Okay. 2, 5. That's 1 hunger. 3, 5. 1, 2, 3. So 3 successes, 2 blanks. I'm happy to go with that. And
They tell you that for the most part, a lot of them are just showing up, hiding out in the shadows. Some of them, they just go where they want sometimes. But if you want the invitation, one of them hands you, it looks like it is copied, but perfectly to how it's copied, and hands it over. And they're like, let us know what you find out.
Very gracious. Thank you very much, brother or sister.
Make a note.
And yeah, I'll spend a willpower to sort of kind of memorize one of their appearances, because I will want to assume that appearance in some point in the future to appear as another known Nosferatu. And then I will obviously detangle myself from the conversation with them, and I will return to the flower shop, and I will put the invitation on the desk under some of the corpse flowers and lay them delicately across them for our hostess.
There is a invitation to the Elysium on your desk now.
Thank you. So, has anyone managed to gather any insight as to the goings on at the Elysium?
This would be an int, and let's try it streetwise.
Oh yes, I will observe this chocolate bar. Streetwise.
Streetwise.
Can I rouse my
Yes, you may.
intelligence? Oh boy. Well, I do not get hungrier, so I get to add those dice to my pool. That is a critical success. With 6 successes.
What you hear on the street also this wise is that the Elysium seems to have been set up with chickens laying all around the Elysium. They're all taxidermy chickens. And they're all dyed in different colors: dark blue, purple, green, bright orange. There's like, and when you walk in, you'll see a giant, it looks like a paper mache chicken holding eggs in its mouth.
Oh. Oh.
Are you sure we have to ruin Elysium? That seems quite tacky.
It is
Those.
awful, but we could construct our own chicken to add to the display.
There is also the rumors that you hear on the street from that is there is a notorious hunter, not hunter, but like somebody within the Camarilla by the name of, where's the name? Too many notes. His name is Seamus St. George, and he is a Irish Bruja hurler, meaning he throws trees, but he also is very good at what he thinks is like he lives up to the St. George name and is or tries to be a hunter of dragons.
Ah. And the paladin of the Camarilla is going to be there as well.
Hmm.
But it seems this could provide opportunities for anyone to slip in a surprise of their own among the cocks.
Well, I do love a surprise cock. Might as well. Good morning, everyone.
Or the hens. It's not exclusively pertaining to roosters, but
We were talking about farm animals.
yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Not the 11th digit.
that's the 11th digit? I thought you were talking about. Have you not met individuals with
Oh,
extra
then I'll-
fingers?
Only twice. If I had a pence for every time it happened, I'd have 2 pences.
Well, that's not a very good. It's not dexterous. You can't use it to write anything.
It's
Try.
really good for like sorting files.
Sorting files is important. We're off track.
We could make use of all of
That's
the eggs
smidge.
they apparently have everywhere.
We can put eggs in a basket.
Dr. Scabs, I want to ask you, would you have heard of this Seamus St. John before? Kind of.
The hurler.
Yes, the hurler.
Well, depends what kind of dragons he's hunting. If he's hunting Zemisei, then I guess so.
Yes.
If he's actually okay, then yes, certainly I've heard of him then.
Yes. Because that's what he tries to hunt. I don't know if he's actually made it. I have not heard anything on my end. And I'm the storyteller. I should know. But supposedly he hunts dragons. That is the word on the street, and I just wanted to ask this MSA in the room as well. Let's see here. Is there any other information you'd like to gather before you get ready to go to the Elysium to take down the tacky chickens?
Do we want to bring our own tacky chicken?
What if we bring a whole coop of non-taxidermied chickens?
I was thinking we could. Oh, it appears that my friend is trying to. Are you trying to say something, my darling Nosferatu friend?
We should be the foxes amongst the hens, no?
I like that analogy.
Well,
Does that mean we get to go in screaming?
If you wish. I am concerned what kind of keeper of Elysium decides to decorate in such a way. This season should obviously be much more dignified. However, It is chickens then.
At least it's not sheep.
Mm.
Oh, it's just
Sheep would be too on the nose.
you know, this just makes me think of something. No matter how awful you think your craft might be, remember that someone got paid for putting those chickens up.
You are absolutely right.
It's absolutely true.
But
They're all just laying eggs in servitude to the antediluvians, in the forever jihad that is the waltz of the Camarilla. It disgusts me.
oh,
Tear it down.
so that just begs the question. Shall I arrange for us to carriage pool? We could all
I will arrive in my own carriage. I need room for my entourage.
Speaking of hens with their chickens.
Oh, I see. We've come full circle. Perfect.
But
I'm fine to travel with you, dear.
of course, would anyone else like to travel together? I can drop you off a
Certainly.
block away if you'd like.
Certainly, I'll accompany you.
Then I assume it's settled.
Very
Yes, no, maybe.
We will arrive bearing gifts for the Camarilla.
I will bring a chicken. It will be a fresh chicken. Do not worry. Semi-fresh. Mostly fresh.
Does anyone have any objections
To the chickens?
to anything?
No, I'm
No.
ready to go out with a bang. Or a cluck. A cluck.
Very droll.
You know,
Okay.
I'll be putting all of our eggs into one basket.
Oh.
No, 2. Because we have 2 carriages.
But if we have no objections,
1 for each hand.
yes.
Are these eggs going to be used to? Are these real eggs?
No, goodness no. It's a waste of good eggs.
I thought the eggs were a metaphor.
They can be, if you try hard enough.
But I'll be bringing a real
Smith.
chicken. Do not worry. No metaphors here.
Let her have the chicken; it will make her happy.
Well,
I just want to see what
Fine.
happens next.
Whenever we get to the end of this scene, I want to ask the storytellers. Or ask the storytellers.
I have. Just wait a minute. Ariel, did I give you premonition? Did we pick that on your sheet?
Premonition. I think so. Yes, we did.
Yes, we did. So I will. Yeah. Do you have your chicken yet?
Here's the
Right.
thing. Orly's going to use oh no, wait. I don't think we got that one. Did she have zombies? I can't remember if we said that
Yeah,
she
we
had zombies.
we said she had zombies.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. Can she have a zombie chicken?
Yes.
Excellent. Wonderful. Perfect. He's bringing a zombie chicken.
Okay. Does that bother anybody's? No. Okay. Just checking. I have to ask. So, you're bringing a zombie chicken because of your path makes you let you do that, make zombie things. Yeah. So, you go to get your zombie chicken as we expedite some things here. You pick up said zombie chicken, or you pick up said chicken to make it into a zombie, and you have you touch it, you have a premonition, and the premonition is of a six-headed hydra singing into a congregation of blobs.
Do
Singing
I
fire,
do I,
singing fire into blobs. Sorry, it should be
singing fire into blobs?
to blobs.
Okay, I just want to make sure I heard those words correctly. With my occult, do
Yep.
I know one what a hydra is, and two what this could mean?
Give me an int and a cultural.
A lot of dice. I got a lot of occult. Ooh. That is 5 successes. 2 critical successes.
You know, from mythology, that a hydra is a draconic type animal that if it has one of its heads cut off, another head or more heads grow out of it. And that uncertain what the blobs are, but you know definitely what a hydra is that if you cut off a head of it, it just propagates more.
And when it's singing the fire into the blobs, is it like the fire is going into the blobs, or is it more just like more directed at them?
It's spreading out through the blobs.
Does it seem like the hydra is I guess above the blobs, or is it just in the center of several blobs?
Center.
Okay, lovely.
Take
I will tell you all about this later.
Yes. As you get back, and you with your zombie chicken.
Was I taking something?
Yeah.
There's my zombie chicken. I got my zombie chicken. I've also got my zombies, and I'm bringing two fan club members.
I was also hoping to have my retainers drive the carriage, so I
Okay.
don't have to drive it myself.
Goodness no.
And
You
I didn't give them good descriptors, but I was assuming that they're both women dressed in. They are dressed in men's fashion, as sort of a nice Regency era. Fuck you to skirts. They are extremely beautiful women that are slowly learning the ways of the Bahari.
Ah, yes, you do have them.
Just think Sailor Uranus from Sailor Moon, but there's
Stop.
2 of them.
Stop, I'm gay.
Let's see here. Thinking here. I have too many tabs open. But what is it? We got the critical success on the streetwise thing. You do know that there are kindred coming in from all over, and that there is one particular coming in from North Africa, like Egypt area. Just for this one spring ball Elysium, which is weird.
That is weird.
It's just weird. So you have
And-
that one. You have one coming from Russia, which is there's just a small group of Camarilla there. There is whatever else.
It appears the company is
Spread
traveled
out.
rather far to make it here to this one little gathering.
So, got some from Germany coming. A majority of them are from England, but you got some small amounts of ones coming from places that are not particularly Camarilla, but there are small pockets of them in places. So,
Do we know who the keeper of Elysia will be? Is there someone that's been named to safeguard Elysium?
yes, there is. Their name is Sandra Satori. They
Sandra
are,
Satori.
yes, they are a gangrel keeper. They are notoriously to employ Nosferatu, and it has given them the okay to keep in obfuscate to be security in ways.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. Since this is a time period when we do not have regular security,
Cameras.
might as well employ the Nosferatu.
Uh-huh. So, my dear friends, shall we try to embarrass them? Are we going to assault them? Shall we try to provoke them to breaking their own sacred Elysia? Tell me, my friends, my family, my pack, what would you see us do?
I mean, with this many people in one place, why not go big or go home? Burn the whole thing down.
Oh,
Big is good.
saw an image of a hydra breathing fire. I don't know how good fire might work. Then again, fire has yet to fail us.
I dislike fire, but sure. Don't you want to rub their noses in it? Just make them see their own ineptitude, their failure.
Well, they're going with a lovely egg theme.
They've already failed.
That's true. What if we
They're
go
going to
with-
get egg on their face.
Oh,
What if
you
we fill some of
sweet,
our-
sweet summer child.
What if we fill some of our own eggs with black powder and someone just conveniently sets it off at the most inopportune moment?
Black powder and glass shards. Yes.
Now you're thinking.
Now we're back to Winter Child. Okay. What I would
Sounds
like.
excellent. How would we get this black powder? Perhaps, and then plant the eggs. Correct. That is the idea.
I don't know where we'd get the powder from, but I do know how to handle the eggs and filling them.
I can
There
see.
is-
Above game, I do have points and resources, so
Me
we can
too.
definitely spend that
You can
towards.
use that.
I have 3 points in resources as well.
And you have
Oh,
any
yeah.
criminal contacts that might be able to help too.
Let's see.
Resources.
Contacts, resources.
Yeah. No successes.
I need to. Let's see here. Let me look here. Oh, yes. Matilda, you are definitely able to even buy as much powder as you want. And some fuses that come with them as well.
Wonderful.
You can send somebody out to go get them or whatnot. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
And also, what time of night are we like sitting at? Like, how close are we to Elysium?
Elysium is where. Let me do some rolls here. Roll. You're rather close to Elysium. You're within like a couple miles of it somehow. Couple miles of it most of the time. Wherever
Cool,
city
cool,
you
cool,
go
cool.
into. Let's see here. So you get the powder, you fill the eggs with these powder. You can go drop them off as you're getting to the Elysium to cause some lovely explosions. For those that have the ability Sense the Unseen, this will be useful to you to have when you go. Like the note said, there are things that they set up to make it a little. If you need to use it to see it, it'll make it easier on you, unless you want the challenge. In shortened words.
Oh no, I would like to see the unseen. I would like that, please. Thank you.
You get to the when you get to the Elysium, you can do that. So, right now you're still in the planning stages because I jumped ahead because I need more coffee. At the break time, I'll get more. So, it's a slow setup, and hopefully, it's a large explosion at the end.
An excellent finish.
And yeah, and
Y'all are just cracking me up. I gotta say.
We're gonna blow
crack.
this coop.
I mean, yolk's on you. We're just gonna.
We're just gonna egg it on.
yeah,
You're really not stepping on shells here. Ah.
So, I believe we have a plan. We have a method of execution. Does anyone have any spice they would like to add to our plan? Any personal touches, little details?
Dr. Scabs, do you have any extra spice to add in?
What if it exploded with spiders?
No, that would hurt the spiders.
We don't want to hurt the spiders.
What if we took care of this
hurting spiders.
paladin of yours?
Well, I mean, he can hunt all the Zemisei he wishes. It's no concern of mine.
Oh, that isn't. That's
No, I'm
intriguing.
not particularly concerned with my own blood.
Oh, now is that an overcompensation of your own abilities or an underestimation of his?
Simply my dedication to the Sword of Cain.
Hmm.
I understand as La Sombra that doesn't make as much sense to you.
Ooh.
I can understand dedication when I see it. My darling Smeetsy friend. But it is not my place to judge your choices, only to judge the casualties. But if that is all, I say we get our carriages make ourselves look. No, you're good. You're good. You're good. You all look beautiful.
Sorry, I was distracted by,
Hydras and fires and flames.
seeing things, as one does. This chicken, as she holds up the zombie chicken, would we like it to carry a few of the eggs? Not all of them.
Where?
Inside, of course. People will be very distracted by the chicken. They will not see what is inside. Like a Trojan horse. But a chicken.
Now, Doctor, I believe this is time for that dedication of yours. Have fun putting eggs inside the chicken.
I'm pretty sure chickens come with eggs already inside.
Oh, but zombie chickens, I'm sure you two can have fun figuring this out and getting into the nitty-gritty details.
More like the gizzards. Innards. Gizzards? Yes.
Yes.
That was Nikki, not the character.
Both work. But yes, you two have fun getting shoulder deep into that chicken.
Doctor?
I'm not a veterinarian. Not
People,
that kind
chickens,
of
what's
doctor.
the difference?
Feathers.
The difference between a man and a chicken? I'm not quite sure you have to go to medical school to answer that question. Certainly, I could open the chicken and stuff whatever you wish inside.
Yes.
We can do that.
Okay. Are the chickens here?
It's just one zombie chicken.
Yes, one zombie chicken.
All right, I have. Okay.
I will help you in this, by the way. Thank you guys so much for
No, I
doing
have
this
a
with me.
power called Whispers to the Flesh. So I just look at the chicken and command it when I basically wave my hand and it splits open.
Oh,
Yes, absolutely. This is great.
perfect.
Exactly what I wanted.
And I kind of go I do a come hither, and its organs and gizzards just kind of like crawl over towards me into a pile at my feet. It is hollowed.
Just putting eggs in it. It's like, yep. This is great. This is the best idea.
Exploding chickens.
I'll make a
Zombie
rouse-
chickens. Exploding zombie chickens.
I have to make a rouse check for that.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Let's check.
I'm hungrier. Okay.
Your beast, as you do listen to your beast says, hey, I need something. Can we stop on the way there for, I don't know, something that will satiate me?
Okay. I mean, I've got these chicken gizzards right here.
Eat those too, yep.
Yeah. Just put those in a bag.
Even for later.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
And whatever you don't eat, just put into the fertilizer tin. It makes great plant feed.
So we have our means of a grand entrance, as we would say, to the Elysium spring ball that you're going to, and you'll get to see the spring ball in a very soon time, as soon as you sleep for the evening, and then wake up the next evening and all that fun stuff. So, wait. I need coffee. Things are going on. Any other planning you want to do besides the exploding zombie chicken? Is that it? Nope.
A lot of my plans will be a on the spot. Ooh, who can I talk to make their lives a little bit better?
Oh, another tidbit of information that you got is that you heard that there's only going to be about 30-ish kindred going to this Elysium. It seems not everybody is showing up. It's certain.
It seems like not everyone got the invitation.
No, not everybody got an invitation.
So rude of them to be so exclusionary.
I know, right?
Yeah. So
Shame, shame, shame.
just like the highbrow society, Camarilla to be like that. So, alrighty then, we're getting closer to our next act of causing a grand explosion in the Grand Elysium, and so we will be. I went a little too fast, and I wanted to make it the break, but that's fine. That's fine.
I mean, we could take just an earlier break. Get
Yeah.
water because someone in chat redeemed us to drink water for the Hydra.
Some of us will be getting thirsty once we get inside Elysium.
Some of us may already be thirsty.
I exist in a constant state of thirst. It's awful. It's a curse and a blessing.
Same.
And yeah, I believe taking a break would be suitable at this time.
We are going to take our hydrate break since people asked us to hydrate. So we will be back in a little bit of time. I think it's like, wait, that's not how it works. There we go.
Yeah, something.
We'll be right back to get our more chicken jokes and water. And we're back. We all hydrated, got more coffee, or slightly more awake, or whatever. And now we come back to Vitae and Petticoats and find out what our pack is planning past the big chicken with zombie chicken with bombs inside of it.
You know, as you do.
Is it a vampire game if there's not a zombie chicken?
So, it is the night of the Grand Elysium at the you're within a couple miles of it. You can all roll your hunger check, and if you need to stop out and top off, you can do that. You can top off when you get there too.
Oh, I get hungrier.
My hunger goes up as well, but I'm
Top it off.
Uh,
Or you
Couldn't be me.
ride the wave of the beast too. So
Orly's gonna top off on there for fan members.
one of your fan clubs.
My fan club.
Fan club.
I feed up on Carlisle. There's Carlisle and Mark, who are the fan club members, and then there are two zombies, Zeke and Zeb. They're great.
And I'll just take a little off of one of my retainers who's driving us the evening.
Yep. It's about going through the streets about. I said 2 miles. That should be like. Oh, how many is that in kilometers? My brain. And why did not? Is a few kilometers away, as well. So actually, I don't know if they use miles or kilometers at this time period. I'm not getting off on a tangent in the middle of the stream. Whatever. So it takes about 10 minutes to get there in between the streets. You're waiting. In the meantime, what is your plan of entrance into the Elysium?
I was thinking we just show up. We have an invitation by all rights. We should be allowed in. And we come bearing gifts.
Got a
That's
tacky chicken.
It would be awfully, awfully unhospitable to refuse.
I agree.
Are you my Nosferatu friend? Is that the face you plan on wearing this evening?
Does it offend you? But I
No.
will wear a different face. Perhaps one of the local members of the Haunts. To fit in before we make a grand announcement of the gifts that we have brought. Unless we want to make more of an entrance and let them all know, all these servants of the elders know that we're here to disturb their peace.
I simply wish to make sure I call you by your right name. But I guess we will all wear masks tonight.
Well, if you as one of the high clans wish to call me you there to fit in with the Camarilla, then that is more than appropriate.
Very well.
Okay, sorry. Oh, they are still using okay. So let me see here. Trying to find abilities for people to use on your way there. I don't think you're being trailed, but Matilda, you have a ability called Labyrinth Trail. You may want to use this.
Sure, let me give that a shot. I don't know this ability by the back of my hand.
Yeah, this is.
But I am going to check the black hand.
Yep. Let me roll on something on my end here, because I had to make a note with something. Enough dice.
Okay. I'm still digging around for it in the PDF. Okay. Okay. That is going to be manipulation and obfuscate.
Yep.
Three. All right. Big money and whammies. That is a willpower reroll. That's what it is. Okay, that is 4 successes.
Let me see here. I am. Nope. I just make some notes here, and we'll see what happens next. Now, after I did that, so. That's all I needed to know, and now I made some notes, and we'll see what happens from here. So, you roll up upon this Grand Elysium, and as you look upon it, I need everybody to roll a. Wits and awareness? Wits and awareness always seems correct. Or investigate. Yep, 5. So wits and awareness, just to notice some things about the Elysium on the outside.
I put so many points into this. Wits and awareness. The perception check.
Yeah.
Oh, click fast rolling right now just makes me so happy.
It's clicks.
3 successes.
Hey, that's fine.
Yeah,
I had
just
2
one.
successes.
I have
3.
5.
You got 5. Okay, so with a 5.
Hot diggity.
With a 5.
I would move my camera to show you if I could.
It's okay. With a 5, you do definitely see that it is, without a doubt, over the top. There's chickens, giant chickens. As you heard, there's a giant paper mache chicken. There's more chickens than you were planning on, and a couple like paper mache rabbits too. It just seems it's like a little more gaudier than what you were imagining. This is like if you had the what is it? There's a a Bane with the Toreador. Not a Bane. Yeah, Bane with the Toreador. Most of them would probably be running away by now because this is just too much. Too many chickens. Too many, like.
Is this the Christians? What is this?
So many chickens.
This is
you see, but
terrifying. This is awful. We need to burn this to the ground, not only for our sanity, but the sanity of everyone who shall bear look upon this. We shall ensure that this place burns to the ground.
It's all right.
And
dear.
in the flames, these chickens shall be sundered upon a wrath not known to anyone before, and I will personally hunt down whoever was responsible for this.
Anthea is just going to take both of her hands and put them over your mouth and just like,
they're like.
wait.
I made a roll to see if somebody heard you. One of the somebody like turns as they hear this commotion coming from the carriage, and they seem to nod in agreement that there's a lot. Like what they must be screaming about what they're seeing right now. So
Okay. All right. Is it all out, dear? Is it all out? I'm going to take that as a yes. Save it for when we kick the party off.
Okay.
If you are talk of the hour.
Pain of the mind is therefore pain of the flesh, and therefore indubitably the will of the Dark Mother.
the Dark
I'm
Mother says
fine.
probably just to burn it.
Fine. I'm fine.
Your passion is unmatched.
I'm fine.
You could almost say it's fiery.
I'm fine.
I will die by night's end via punnery. So it seems.
I'm okay. You know what? I'm fine. I am okay. Let's just.
Remember, you're going to fight a dragon later.
Oh, yes. Something I can take my aggressions out on. Oh, that will be delightful. That will be delightful.
Orly's gonna hand Keith the chicken, the zombie chicken, over to one of her fan club members. He is now the official chicken holder.
We could dissolve into chaos.
Oh, we are going to dissolve into chaos. We've been instructed to dissolve into chaos.
That's the opportune time, dear. Remember the plan.
I know. Thank you. Thank you for helping me calm down. Just, it's like she's like adjusting her hair, little wisp of oblivion, having just like, there we go, there we go. Come on, Shadow, come back to me. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
Approaching Elysium, and we see these horrid chickens. Is this when I could use the sense the unseen?
Yes, you may use that. I have to roll against something on that.
Big money, no whammies. That is 2 successes.
2 successes?
I'm only rolling the 3 on my aspects. Or am I adding something else to it?
Hang on a minute. There is something else to it. Let me bring it up. The ability. I gotta get the power. Sense the unseen. Wits plus aspects, or resolve plus aspects, whatever one is higher.
Add a resolve to it. Let's go. Hell yeah. 2 more. So a total of 4 successes, 1 being a critical success.
You notice faint outlines of blood sorcery on the walls of the Elysium.
Mm.
And you also notice some odd shadows.
Mm. Is it just like kind of like coalescing ambiguous shadows, or do they look shapely? In some manner?
Shapely.
I like to imagine the blood sorcery looks like handprints all over the walls. So Orly will describe that. She's like, is it the handprints are on the door or all over the wall?
They're all over. Like one seems to be, some of them. I said the handprint blood sorcery seem to be like all over one of the walls, under the windows, on the doors. They just seem to be like spread out in different spots, just like whatever. And same with the weird shadows too.
So Orly will point that out. She'll say, someone has put blood sorcery on the doors and on the windows. And then there are shadows about possible beings looking at all the guests, maybe all the chickens.
I mean, every so often you'll see like spirits and stuff walk through because it's everywhere's haunted.
Everywhere's haunted. Yeah. We all have demons and ghosts and shades.
Demons and things. Not demons, just more so spirits wandering around. And
You saw a ghost?
Oh, well, I saw shadows. I'm not sure how ghostly they are. I'll need to maybe introduce myself to one and see if I can
Could you introduce
converse.
me to one?
I shall try.
Can we all meet one?
If you try hard enough.
If you believe hard enough, and you may have to clap your hands. Don't hold the chicken.
Sure, absolutely, you do have to clap. You just go. I mean, I'm not going to demonstrate because we don't want to summon one here, but you can do it. Yeah, sure.
I don't think any of the ghosts are coming towards the carriages. They seem to mostly stay and they're doing promenades currently around the estate here. Some might be trapped. Some might have been summoned. I wonder if some of them are guests. How do they feel about the chickens?
Is it possible that it's some sort of security that's being obscured?
Mayhaps. Again, we might have to ask. I think the blood sorcery, though, is perhaps the more pressing security.
Means they have a wizard amongst their paladin. Potentially.
I wonder. Storyteller.
yes.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, you're good.
Morgan.
You're good.
With the blood sorcery that I have taken, the extinguish Vitae, is there any way I can use that against the blood sorcery that is being used against the mansion? You can absolutely correct me if I'm wrong, because this is a new ability for me. I have no idea.
Extinguish Vitae is usually used on other kindred to take out like points of their own Vitae.
Okay.
There's also a way of funneling that to you, but that's not Extinguish Vitae. That's a different blood sorcery. So not on the can't use that on the specific blood sorcery that's spread throughout. I'm trying to look up something here too.
Well, I think the most important question is, do any of these ghosts look like they're single?
Single?
Well, I mean, they are single beings. Some of them are not. Don't seem to be conjoined in any way.
So none of them seem to be couples, is what I'm asking.
Yeah, none of them are couples. They're just all spreading throughout, so.
Are you looking for a date for the event?
Oh! Would you like me to be your wing person? Not
Well,
like a
I
chicken,
can't-
but like.
I'm not able to speak to ghosts, so yes, I guess a a wingman would be appropriate. That was not a chicken pun.
I mean, I believe all of us have partaken of a particular gift, which I've warned you over and over again. Please stop messing with it, but nobody listens to the person.
I listen to you.
But I guess maybe the gift manifested differently in all of you.
I see ghosts.
Ghosts everywhere.
I see a lot though.
And
It's always hard to tell.
You know, blood wards and the weird shadows that are just undulating.
Hydras, ghosts, blood on houses. I see it all.
Mm-hmm. So, trying to find.
And I see that the finances are in order.
Oh, I can't do that. That's actually one thing I can't do. I'm terrible with money. Chadwick takes care of the money. He's not here tonight.
Yes, I like to just put it in a big pile, usually coins, and then I lie in it.
What are you referencing? Somebody's ability.
Money.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I was referencing a fun little thing that happened during character creation, where we all got a dot of oblivion.
You're welcome.
That was with Nikki's character creation.
Oh, we all got a dot of oblivion?
Mhm.
That's
Oh
why
my
I'm like,
goodness.
oh, all of us have a gift, right?
Oh,
I missed that as well.
I didn't see that. I didn't see
That's
that.
fine.
Merry Christmas,
Oh, I missed that
everybody.
too.
Here's
Wow.
We all get to
Oblivion
go
for the
on
holidays.
ghost dates. We
Yeah.
all get to go on ghost dates.
Ghost dates.
let's just blow up Elysium and then go on ghost dates.
Yes, that'll be the end of.
We
the
got enough
game.
time for that.
It goes on ghost dates. So,
We are ignoring the current objective and turning this into a dating sim, effective immediately.
Yes. Oh my god, yes. It's just Thirsty Sword Lesbians, but with ghosts. Hold on, let me go get the book.
I mean, we don't have to do that. That just happens to be my character's desire is all.
yeah, your character.
It's all of our desires.
Go ahead
Okay,
and date
we're
with
all
ghosts.
here for it.
That's perfectly fine. We'll do that. So there's blood sorcery underneath. Like it seems like the kindred that are walking in and out of the door seem not affected by the blood sorcery whatsoever. So, maybe it's wards against like lupines or wards against not that I know if there's any lupines in the greater London area. There might be.
Do I know if there's any lupines with my occult knowledge?
You can make an into an occult roll.
Yay! Maybe there are going to be some lupines here tonight. That'd be fun.
I need to get that book.
This is just turning into a gotta catch 'em all dating sim.
I warned the storyteller what would happen if I were playing.
That's fine. I don't care.
So. But yes, I believe all this talk of ghost dating has calmed me down sufficiently enough where I won't yell horrible, horrible curses upon the chickens. Just horrible curses.
5 successes, 1 critical success.
There are, but they're mostly found more so outside of the city, and they very rarely come inside the city for reasons. But there are lupines that come in the area from time to time. So
I don't think there are going to be any lupines at this party, which is unfortunate. They certainly know how to get down.
They do. They definitely do. So, but, so you won't, walk in. There are butlers, servants at the door taking people's invitations. So you have your invitation that you got.
Am I able to use it one power and hide like a great razor? Having a weapon. I will be a faceless Nosferatu.
Yes, you may do
Long-
that.
And I will escort whoever will stomach me standing there.
You may do that.
So, if you need a weapon concealed, I do have empty hands.
Yeah, that's the one I've got. Yeah, that one.
Okay. All right.
It's very
Then
cool.
You're good.
Morgan's just
Yeah,
using
super
Morgan's
great.
just using nature's empty hands.
Anthea has lethal body, so she is the weapon.
Nice.
I am the weapon.
I am the weapon.
I'm just full of spiders.
Yeah.
You're just spiders.
Spider-Man.
Spiders in glass.
Spiders in glass.
Well, I would definitely like to walk into Elysium and take a good look around, see who seems to be holding their own sort of social tete-a-tete and like seems to be commanding in a way, like not like the queen bee, not like the guy who's sitting on the throne, but like those people that are sort of holding the
There's like
attention
one
of the circle.
person that has like
Yeah,
5
and
or
the
6 people around them.
Yeah, that kind of thing. And
Yeah.
that's the person I'm interested in.
Oh yeah, you
And then I kind of want to, I don't want to approach, but I kind of want to just sort of eavesdrop, but like I'll just be kind of greasy and just kind of move around that area and just kind of listen.
I can go in with you and help you navigate the etiquette of the situation.
I would love that. That would be wonderful.
So you go in and give me a quick wits and awareness roll to see as you. Well, wait, hang on a minute. We're gonna go back from it. You go in and you hand them the invitation, and they look at it and they just waves you in. So, before that though, I need somebody to give me a roll of. Oh, do you have your Sense the Unseen still up, Nikki?
Yep. Mhm.
Okay.
I've had it up and just been looking at like the ghosts, like seeing which ones like do they approach us? Do they or not us, but like do they approach the guests? Are they
No,
just
they just hanging
just
out,
there?
just there. Somebody steps in from behind you. They seem to have walked out of the shadows just randomly, and they you feel they kind of bump into you, and then they keep going, and they're like, "Oops, sorry."
Rude. Stepping out of a shadow into a lady, and only just barely saying sorry as they walk in.
Mm-hmm. As you watch them pass you, they kind of look like this happened. Gary Oldman, but like Dracula Gary Oldman. But he's like Moorish. And
Fine. I'm fine.
I ran a world building thing before this. So
Oh no, wait,
This is where
sorry.
it
This is
came
actually
from.
very important. Is it Gary Oldman when he's fine and trying to like pick up people, or is it Gary Oldman with the
not with the hat thing. The head,
Okay.
the old one, young Gary Oldman, as he got younger in the Dracula movie. But
just wanted to make sure I knew.
looks like Gary Oldman, not Gary Oldman. Has similar features, long, medium brown hair, and a mustache. Not the glasses, but the get up from that time period.
Yeah, no, find Gary Oldman from this movie. Actually, yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Again, still disgruntled. I take Keith away from the chicken holder and I pet Keith to calm myself down.
Yeah. Keith the chicken. So there. Now you can go in as they wave you in. There we go.
All right.
I point that person out to you all, by the way, like, oh, they just stepped out of the shadow and bumped into me.
And you wanted wits and awareness?
Yes.
Okay.
Dice. Maybe dice.
3 successes.
I did not do that well. I did not do that well.
I did not
I
do
got
that.
1 success and a skull. So
I think that's is that a bestial or is that just a flat line?
It depends on what you're doing in terms of bestial fails. If you're doing it to where there was a DC and he didn't meet it, rules as written, it's a bestial fail. But
Yeah.
other storytellers tend to avoid doing that because it means bestial fails show up too much.
Yeah, I know. You just you're enraptured by the fact that you walk in and it is like it's gaudy and campy at the same time with all these just signs of chickens and there's a looks like there's a goose, a lot of poultry, and it's over the top of just spring theme, but too much.
Some of these geese have like a bonnet on its head.
Yes. And it just seemed like the people who designed it kind of went a little too hard into the chicken and the slight once in a while this goose and then a couple rabbits, paper mache.
And you have money, but no taste.
Yeah. So can I kind of interpret that like the bestial fail is obviously the beast is you're trying to succeed in what you're doing, right? So I'm trying to scope out what it is, but like my bestial sneer at the gaudiness, and it's like I'm just like and just sort of sneer and flash my eyes as I look around. I'm like, this is just, and I just take a big step back for a moment, taking my eyes off of the thing that I was trying to find.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, how's that sound?
Yep. And Thea, you do see what Edmund is looking for, and you do see a regally dressed lady in a purple, not purple, we'll do lilac, a lilac gown that is enrapturing the guests, just a group around her. And she is the focal point of when you walk in. You also see out of the corner of your eye, you see these candles all around set up, burning, and when they drip out, they look like blood.
Lovely. Do I know who this person is that has this crowd enraptured?
Give me I feel like this would be a politics roll. We're doing heavily on the mental stats today. I feel like doing something different with the rolls, but it's we're gonna have to do an instant politics roll.
Okay. Let's do it.
That's what this is.
1 success.
1 success. You overhear somebody say the name of Shura. That's the name that you hear off of it.
Taking Edmund by the elbow. Now, just like a friend outside, do save it for when everything pops off. I believe who we're looking for is over there. Her name's Ashura.
Ah, excellent. So seems to be the one who is in the know and in the command of the room. Perhaps you would be best to, if we decide to introduce ourselves, to be the one to do it.
I'd be happy to oblige. We could take a promenade past them first.
Yes, let us do do that, and he'll walk in stride with her as they do promenade pass.
So very rare that you get to promenade past anyone these days.
It's such a great phrase. Sorry, I
Right?
love that. I love that.
So, as you're walking past, you hear someone say, "Well, how was the journey here from where you were from in Russia?" And in my go-to dialect when I play D&D is always somehow I fall into Slavic. My brain's not letting me do that. So you hear a Slavic accent come through that says, "It was riddled with trying to dodge ne'er-do-wells on the path, but we got here safely. I may stay a little bit longer than I was planning to, but I enjoyed my trek here." Then you hear people ask about, like, it's so uncommon to find a Russian Camarilla prince that comes in the area. They're like, yeah, I'm just visiting with the prince here, and I go not super far back, but we do have interacted with each other. So, she has raptured the room.
As we make our second swing around, I would like to position us so that we are inconspicuous, but we can listen in further on the conversation. And I would like I don't think I can make the stealth roll. I was gonna say try and slip one of our eggs into their pocket, but
I mean, you do have someone who is stealthy with you. So,
dear, would you care to leave a little gift in their pockets? You're muted.
Certainly, it would be my pleasure, and thank you. I will attempt to do as suggested and plant an egg in someone's pocket. Dexterity stealth?
Yep. Dexterity stealth sounds correct.
I am not that kind of Nosferatu, I'm afraid, but let's give it a go anyway. I got 3 successes and 3 dice, so...
Let's see. I gotta see what is opposing to that. If anybody notices, I was rolling something else on something. That would be a wits and awareness on, we're just picking one. Oh, they do not see you dropping an egg in their pocket. It is one of the gentlemen, as you kind of walk around them. One of the gentlemen that is talking to this Shura person, Shura lady. Okay. And for those that are coming in from the behind, what are you all, 4 of you, doing as you come in? What are your plans of entering the Elysium?
Are we not just walking in?
You're just walking in. Yeah, you're just walking in.
That's what I thought. Okay. She will look over to Morgan and say, "Did you want to go find Dragon's Lair?"
I will see what I can do about finding him, but first I must make my entrance. And Morgan's just gonna walk like she belongs, like she owns the place almost, with their head up, and she is just like You know that scene in like Sleeping Beauty when Maleficent shows up and goes, "Oh, you didn't invite me?" It's just like, if little Oblivion could leave her black dress at like the bottom hems, just like little shadowy wisps.
Yes.
Mhm. So
She's
love to see it.
very. And she's just gonna walk in. She's not gonna acknowledge the people who are like taking invitations or anything like that. She just
walks in. As you walk in, somebody offers you a goblet of looks like blood. I should mention that everybody had that offered to them.
You don't even ask if people have vintages or preferences. How dare you go?
He turns around and walks away.
They don't even ask people if they have a type. How uncouth.
I mean, have you seen the decorations?
If I continue to look at them, I will gouge out my own eyes.
So, Matilda and Dr. Scabs, what are you doing as you enter?
Matilda is definitely flanking Morgan and just adding on to the gossip and sneers. Equally, if not more disgusted.
Yeah.
Like seriously? Chickens in this day and
Yes.
age.
Foul. It's quite foul.
Mm.
Proud of you.
Well, the high socialites of society will no doubt agree with your opinion.
Nothing but downhill, it seems.
Or nothing but up.
Orly
yeah,
will hand off the
sorry, go ahead.
chicken to
Oh,
one
wait.
of her holders, and she'll actually put an arm into Dr. Scabs' arms. Is this okay?
Certainly.
Okay. And you just watch as her eyes just kind of she's just
Watching ghosts.
watching ghosts. Yeah, she's just watching the shadows and watching the ghosts and watching the blood. Technically, she's actually just using you as a guide, so she doesn't accidentally walk into somebody.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess I can see the ghost too since I have Oblivion sight. So like, so I turn to like the closest ghost that I can see, and I kind of whisper at them, it's like, we're just friends. We're just friends. And I take the goblet of blood that they offer me.
They acknowledge you, and this one acknowledges you and nods.
Like if you're talking to a ghost, she'll turn and be like, "Are you single?"
You know, it nods.
Oh. She turns to you, Dr. Scabs, like, "You should ask them to dance."
I'll use blush of life to blush.
Okay, let's rouse check.
Yes.
Okay, I fail.
You're fine.
I take a big sip from the blood goblet, which doesn't help my hunger at all. Since
the single ghost puts out its hand to you, Dr. Scabs.
Like, go, have fun.
Okay, I definitely dance with the ghost.
You dance with the ghost.
Yay!
And for the most part, a lot of people that are watching you are just like ghost dancing. Are just, you're dancing with a ghost, and those that can see it, they don't see anything, but it doesn't seem to faze them that much. And there seems to be music filtering out over the top. If you people that spin around and look, you can see up above a room where the musicians are playing from. So, and stuff.
Orly and her crowd just gently glide off to the side. We don't go into the center of the room. We're kind of, again, we're like promenading on the other side, looking at the wallflowers. Specifically, if any wallflowers begin to just shift in weird ways.
Yeah.
Not like sneaky ways, but in like, tentacles and shadows and shit,
Oh yeah, that does happen. Let me check. Let me roll. One more. Yes. That answers your question.
Yes.
Tentacles and shit.
Tentacles and shit.
Yeah. Shadow
This game
tank.
has everything.
This game has everything.
Yeah.
Ghost dating, tentacles, cocks. Like, we got it all.
Giant chickens.
Giant chickens, exploding chickens.
There will be exploding chickens.
Zombie chickens.
So you're sticking the eggs in people's pockets, and is there a timer on those? There's some way to set it off. I believe you had that set off. Let's just say there is something that you just have to bump into them and you just rattle them so much that they just explode.
Oh yeah, I'm imagining like once Keith gets put down, he will just begin to walk, and someone will just kick the chicken, and that will set it off.
Yeah. Let me roll on Keith on how well
Chicken kicker. Sorry.
how
people.
dexterous Keith will be.
That reminds me of Fable.
That's what, yeah.
Yeah, we've set it up where he's like a plunger. You just push his head down.
Keith will last probably about 30 minutes before somebody kicks him. So
Going on, Keith. I believe in you.
I had to roll and make a guess and see how long Keith would last. But people putting in eggs in different spots. And I need Nikki, your character, to roll a wits and awareness on something.
Oh no. Where's my awareness?
I have this note.
Oh boy.
Orally. There we go.
It's okay. Thank God. 3 successes.
You do notice the people that Edmund and Thea are standing near too.
Mm-hmm.
It's somebody that you are well familiar of, very much so.
That's great. Orly stands at the side. She's not going near them at all.
like Dr. Scabs is dancing with the ghost, and you're just like, shit. I'm going to make a roll, a magical roll on things.
What kind of magical roll?
They kind of look up and around the room, and that's about it. And then they continue talking to the group of people. So
Orly grabs a goblet of blood and begins sipping at it,
doesn't taste.
trying to avoid eye contact.
So for those that are looking for the giant Bruja paladin, you definitely hear him as he enters. He is this like big, tall, beefy gangrel. Not gangrel. The Bruja. Gangrel is the person who's running it all, and she is not here. She seems to be mortified, and somehow people are here. At least half of them showed up, so there's at least 15 or so. Because the moment they saw the chickens, I don't know if they entered, but they're filtering in slowly. So there's about half of the people that are here so far. The prince has yet to make an appearance. I don't know if the prince will show up. Let's see if the prince will show up. That's the wrong dice. The prince will be showing up shortly too, I guess. Magic roll. So how do I have that in here? Yes. So you're setting up. Let me see if anybody's getting ready for something. You see him. He is like the presence that he has when he walks into the room is just overwhelming. like he's trying to get attention in on himself. Everybody just focuses on him. And then once he has everybody focused, he just like he's like, "Hi," and then he leaves. He doesn't leave.
I
He
love
drops
him.
it. He drops it, and so pay
Okay.
attention to me. So what does he look like? He has semi curly, blondish hair, and is dressed at the time period for the time period. So in a what color? Gray suit. So just let's use some heavy presence powers for this. Your dance is going very well, Dr. Scabs. You're still dancing. The piece has not finished yet, but it will be done soon. And you can definitely see this ghost, and this ghost is very, very pleased with itself that it got to dance. It's dressed in clothing from about 200 years ago. So that's about like the late 1600s.
Well, I try to communicate with my dance partner. It's like, do you have any unfinished business?
They nod. They're just around. They don't seem to be having any unfinished business. They're just chilling out. They always like you get the feeling that they like to show up to parties. So they show up to parties.
Well, good.
Our crossed romance that I'm here for.
Yes, let's keep it unfinished then.
Yes. Let me see here.
Ghostly pickup lines. Let's
Ghostly.
keep this unfinished.
Okay, so I need some more Dex and Stealth from people that have eggs to put in pockets of unsuspecting gentlemen.
If I may, if I suggest for us to take another promenade pass, maybe rather than putting the eggs into people's pockets, replacing the eggs that are in the faux chickens' mouths or next to them, and just doing the like kind of like just replacing and swapping. I may have a pocket full of actual eggs now, but
You can do that.
that kind of thing. I think that could be quite so. We're just like setting the room ready to kaboom, kind of a deal. And we can just swan about, and people can murmur, "Oh, who's that with a horrible Nosferatu?" And I can be the distraction that allows you to place eggs around or something. I don't know. That's my thought. If you're into it.
Nope, I am into that. You can go do that.
Yeah, I do have the stunning merit, so we are making a rather interesting couple.
Yeah, I mean it
I
works.
think I have repulsive or the version of it. So they're like, oh.
Definitely, you're getting some attention upon both of you. Very well. So much attention, and like even the Russian prince is paying attention to as well.
Well, if it leaves an opening for our companions to move about,
They
all the
definitely
better.
can. So let me just doing some rolls on things. Okay, we're good.
I got 3 successes for some egg hiding.
You can safely put in 3 eggs on the various underneath the chickens, fake chickens, maybe taxidermy chickens. Need more zombie chickens. Keith is still wandering the floor. So, for those that watching the stream want to know how Keith is doing, Keith has about 20 minutes to go before somebody kicks Keith.
You just
So-
keep shooing him back to the dance floor.
Yeah. He just gets out there. Let me see here. At this point, does he show up? There is a change in music, and the dance ends for Dr. Scabs and his ghostly partner. And the ghostly partner bows to you and leaves the dance.
All right. I try to give them my calling card.
They reach out to grab it and it falls to the floor. And they like look at it and then they nod at you and give you like some sly facial expressions to let you know that they saw it and that they might call on you later.
Okay. Yeah, when I see it like flutter to the ground, I like just kind of like put a handkerchief to my mouth and try to retain my composure.
So you're placing the stuff around. I got to check something here. How much more time on Keith and stuff. So, Keith is still fine, but eggs are being safely stashed into places that need to be stashed. Let's just say, like, if Keith goes off, all the eggs that Keith had underneath of Keith will go off at the same time. Like, I don't know how that would work, but my brain was like, let's like this make it a delayed reaction where everything just goes up at the same time when it happens. And Keith gets kicked. So let's see what else. How much more time? What else is everybody else doing? You have to figure out what to do here with. I want to see if something here. The shadows in the room seem to just be dancing along to the music with the candle lights, the bleeding candles. And the large, burly Bruja paladin in the room, which everybody is like knows immediately who it is. Because it's really not that hard to tell that it is Seamus St. George. Just how big he is.
Could I try and locate, or could we try and locate the Keeper of Elysium?
Yes.
Cool. Like, this has got to do with Seamus St. George. So what I would like to do is like go to the Keeper of Elysium and like find a piece of parchment, write a quick little note to pass to them that says Seamus St. George is actually a member of the Sabbat, right? And I want to give that to the Keeper of Elysium.
Yes.
And just see what happens.
Give me a. Well, let's see if you can find her. There seems. Let's see. What did she look like? You can pull aside one of the helpers, servants, butlers, for them to point out to where to go to find her. So, and it's not that hard to get an attention of one of them, but they tell you that she is in the back of the Elysium, closer to there's a front door and there's a back door to get in. So she's at the way back, because what they say is she's a little dismayed at how the decorations turned out, but she's dealing with it. So,
Okay. Well, perhaps we could if this could deliver this message, then this letter.
oh, certainly, if you wish to, you can bring it back as well. She is dressed in a very baby blue dress, and her hair is tied up with a very gaudy hat. But
Certainly.
mhm.
What do you say, dear? Shall we go hat hunting?
Oh, I do love a good hat.
Okay, so we will traipse around, clearly making a scene,
Mhm.
and I will. The intent is to give them that note that we've found out that this person is a member of the Sabbat, and we want to see what the
To make
reaction
it
is.
seem more legit, is there any
Yeah, go for it.
rumors about the Sabbat that wouldn't necessarily lead back to our group, but that we could pepper into the note as evidence of this person's involvement? Being obviously false to us, but
False.
to make it seem like we've seen them somewhere.
That's a really good idea. Like planting evidence of something that we've formerly done.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you go to this place, this is actually a stronghold, or he was seen at this place that we knew of, or something like that. I love that idea. That's
A
so
safe
good.
house that we no longer use, but they haven't discovered
Yeah.
yet.
Yeah.
We'll include that address.
Yeah. So, yes, definitely. You can add all that in, and that will give you a bonus to dice roll as you hand off the note to her. As you write it out, gives you a 1 dice bonus.
Excellent. What in total do you want rolled?
What do we make this? Let us make this a charisma roll for writing the note, along with etiquette.
Okay. I can do that. Would my secret society help me at all?
A little bit, yes.
Okay. Oh, that's so many dice. Five successes.
The note sounds very, very convincing. You describe to a T, even though you don't know this, that Seamus has a mole on the side of his nose, and that Sandra would know exactly what you mean by that. So the mole is like indicator to say that he was there, and is sort of stuff. So you hand off the note to her. She does not look pleased with her. She has a scowl on her face because of how poorly everybody is upset at. Not everybody's talking about it, but you can tell off of some people's faces that it's just this chicken infested Elysium is too much, even for the so gaudy, so too much, too many chickens. She reads it, and let me see, do a roll on her. Wow, her eyes get very wide, and she says, "Thank you very much." And she actually gets really more animated and distracted, and then she goes off to find she walks off in the direction where Seamus is.
Can I follow her?
Excellent.
You can follow her. You can see as you're following her, she's talking to the air, and that you for Nikki in the room, you can see with Sense the Unseen some commotion in the back of the room, and that you can see a bunch of Nosferatu following this lady in a baby blue dress headed towards Seamus St. George. And then there is a big commotion with Seamus talking to the Sandra. And some he seems to be fighting against it as a whole bunch of Nosferatu come out of nowhere and try to arrest him in Elysium. So he's like fighting against it too. And at this moment, I feel like somebody might accidentally kick the chicken.
The chicken has been kicked. Alert, the chicken has been kicked. I repeat, the chicken has been kicked.
I repeat, the chicken has been kicked.
I repeat, the chicken has been kicked. I don't know how big the explosion is supposed to be, but maybe enough to cause distractions. Keith does go off with a loud bang. And then there's like smoldering smoke coming out of the chickens, and the paper mache chickens start on fire. And there's so many checks against fire. Can't pronounce that word. Rotcheck?
Rostrek.
Fire
Yeah.
frenzy.
Fire frenzy checks going
There
on.
we go.
Because words are hard.
Words are
It's
hard.
Since we were already by the back door,
Yep.
I would like to push over some candelabras with those bleeding candles on them, go out the back door and bar it somehow.
Yes,
No.
you can do that. There's your other pack mates are still in, so now there is chaos and pandemonium going off because somebody kicked. Fairly certain that it was one of either Seamus or one of the Nosferatu security people kicked Keith, and everything started smoldering, going up in smoke, and Keith has served the greatest purpose of all in causing mass chaos as
so
well.
proud.
So proud of Keith. At this moment, you can all decide what you want to do. You can, if you're near fire, you roll your fire frenzy check, ride the wave as well. I'm going to see if anybody gets started on fire, the process, because that's always great.
Let's check something real quick.
Yeah, I gotta check something because it took Ripper as a being style, and there's some complications when it comes to riding the wave. I think.
Yeah,
Okay.
I took masochists.
Oh
Wave.
no! I love the chaos.
After barring the back door, Anthea will make her way around the building to the front door.
Yeah.
Rejoin the chaos.
I would like to start rounding people up to help them go outside, but instead let's do some more labyrinth trail.
Yep.
Let's get people a little fucked up.
Yeah.
Okay,
Let's see.
let's do something different.
Let's try this here.
Okay, so it's only a hunger frenzy that I have to worry about.
Yep, only a hunger frenzy. You can decide what you want to do here with things.
Like, how chaotic do we want to get?
How
right.
what?
How chaotic do we want to get? Like,
I like my chaos.
I mean, it's a one shot.
It's a
All the
one-shot.
chaos.
Go big or
All
go
the
home.
chaos.
cool. Yeah, well, look, I'm gonna find a human and just like disembowel them and then embrace them and then send them running back towards the Elysium direction. I am a ripper. I am voracious. I'm
One of
constantly
the
so I
as-
feed away.
as this happens and there was this explosion, the music stopped and you can hear clamoring upstairs, and out runs one of the powdered wig musicians carrying a viola. That is the one you grab.
Awesome. I'm going to pull
You
out
did all that.
bits of stuff and embrace him, and then I'm going to take the viola and I'm going to sort of like with like the blood falling down my white shirt, I'm going to like sort of slow dance my way down the street holding the viola,
Yep.
enjoying
They go back in and they're doing a terror frenzy on the dance floor.
I bestial crit for the labyrinth, so that is a 6 successes.
Wow. What does that do? Okay, what was it called again? You're doing Labyrinth Trail. Okay, I had this up.
Yes. I don't know why I said it like that, but you know what I mean. Just like trying to like guiding people out, but just like throwing them around trail wise.
Yep.
You know, just girly things.
You're just doing all that. All that's happening. All this lovely chaos is happening, and it's glorious. And as you're, who's outside and who's inside still?
Matilda is out.
Matilda's out. Okay.
I'm probably
Where was-
outside as well still.
Where was the Russian prince when they were yelling at Seamus? Outside?
She was inside still, and the moment that it all happened, and that happened, what happens to she passes her fire frenzy, and she proceeds to like start going out the front door instead with her little entourage.
Did she leave Seamus alone?
She like stared at Seamus and just was like shook her head and like took off out the front door.
Cool.
As fast as possible.
I'm gonna grab Seamus in the craziness.
Yeah.
And drag him out myself.
Seamus is surrounded by Nosferatu guards right now. And there's fire, and everybody's it's exploded into chaos even before the prince shows up. So
yeah, and Morgan's just gonna go, come on, I'm gonna drag a confession out of him. He's obviously responsible for all this. Come on.
She's like, who? Let's see. She's the Keeper of Elysium is in terror frenzy. Seamus is in terror frenzy. One of the guards is in terror frenzy. This one's in the terror frenzy. How many? That's 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of that group are in terror frenzy, so you can definitely try to get through.
Oh yeah, no, she's just gonna just go. I'll get a confession out of this one.
You can try. You get overpowered. Let me roll. Oh no, you make it. Roll me a strength and let's see.
I have a prowess, and I need to remember what that does.
Let me bring that up. What is prowess?
Sorry, you're hearing the click clack of my keyboard.
I'm like bringing up all
prowess,
these.
It just gains an I've read the summary. Gains an overall increase in strength, so I'm pretty sure that requires a rouse if I check my cheat sheet.
1 rouse, yeah.
Okay, 1 rouse.
Yeah.
And I do not get hungrier.
Okay, good.
But I will increase my strength for this. And then I'm gonna rouse my strength because I can. And it's a 1-shot.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And I did not get hungrier.
Yep.
So I get to add dice to that tool.
Yep. Chaos everywhere.
Yeah.
Let's see, what does he roll? I don't think it was.
4 successes.
I'm gonna
just
give him a negative because he's frenzying, sort of. Because there's fire. Everybody's frenzying. They're all in there. How many of them are gonna die? You can grab him out of the area, and he's just like, making nonsense because there's fire and fire bad and stuff. So you pull him out, and somehow the other Nosferatu either are stuck in place or they just like chaos everywhere. There's fire, like more chickens are going up, more more paper mache chickens keep going up in fire. Because who thought like putting candles next to or having flammable objects in Elysium is such a great idea, right? No, never is. Never is.
And
So.
she's going to try to drag him out of the building and either into her carriage to take him to a secondary location or into the nearest alleyway.
Well, before that happens, as you step out into the back to your carriage, it those fun little shadows that you saw earlier, your carriage gets wrapped in shadows.
Ah. Do you want this one? Or are you interested in the carriage?
So, and then I have to do another roll. See if they, nope, they got hungrier. Oops, I'm just throwing dice everywhere.
I did the same thing. This is my chance to grab one.
I just have like 5 dice on the ground right now, so I'm not gonna pick
I have
them.
my lucky metal one.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, 5, 6. The shroud, Stygian shroud, drops from your carriage, and it's just that lovely Gary Oldman looking guy standing there.
It is nice to see you.
You're not supposed to be here.
There's a long list of places where I'm not allowed. So, what would make you happy in this situation?
Please leave.
That was my intention until you took my carriage. So, me and anyone whom I put in my carriage will be leaving at our earliest convenience. As soon as all this is done. I was just so interested in the Camarilla and learning more about them and possibly seeing the error of my ways. But it seems like someone in the Camarilla has terrible designs in chickens.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. And in that case, we'll move into other people as these two are chatting. Everything is going up in fire. It is magnificent. Everybody, who's inside? Who's outside? Jackie?
I'm inside.
You're
Trying to
inside.
make my way outside.
Yes. Give me a wits and awareness roll.
Oh God.
So you can, I don't know if you can find your way out. Oh no. Oh no, what happened?
No successes and 1 critical failure.
You get lost in the smoke of the room and
oh no.
Oh no. Oopsie doosies. And I'm gonna make a roll here.
Oh, rest in pieces.
Your dress catches on fire.
Oh no.
Because you're trying to find your way out to the smoke and the flames. And then I'm going to roll my lovely percentile because I like rolling percentiles for extra dose of chaos. You get pulled out of the room very rapidly. and outside.
Great. I'm screaming the entire time, ripping at my dress, in a panic.
You hear in your ear, "My love," and then drops you on the ground.
Do I see the figure running away?
You do, and you know who it is.
I scream out, "Allie, no, come back, please."
She waves and then she leaves.
No!
Being near the front entrance, do I see this go down?
Yes, you see the Russian cam prince grab Orly out of the burning building and
I
whisper
thought we were
something.
playing Vampire the Masquerade, not Good Society. What is this?
I would like to calmly walk up to Oriel and help pick her up off the ground.
She's sobbing. Makeup
What?
ruined. Dress ruined.
You have some stories to tell.
About the ghosts or the shadows of my broken heart.
Yeah.
We find out why Oriel joined the Sabbat.
Gosh.
Excuse me. And at that moment, the prince arrives to the Elysium. Promptly looks at the fires coming out of the windows and stuff. And there's an extra explosion as the ward gets hit and sets off the entire building on fire.
Oops.
They're still kindred in the inside. Some of them run out screaming on fire, and it's a glorious. The prince just like stares at it and taps his carriage, and the carriage takes off.
Errant fireworks go off.
When we go back to Morgan, and Morgan is being stared down by this Gary Oldman looking.
Looks like you're gonna have a mess to clean up if you want to preserve your masquerade. Now you have two options here. The first option is to let me help you.
Oh.
This because you know, and we both know, that I have a very particular set of skills when it comes to cleaning up messes of others.
And
option 2 is the really fun one, where we both tell each other to go fuck ourselves, go off on our merry ways, and pretend we never saw each other ever again. Or you can build up a good business relationship.
Mm-hmm. So do you have a sire for Morgan?
You can create one.
This Gary Oldman looking Sombra comes up to you and says, "Your sire was delicious," and disappears.
Finally, someone took care of them.
Yeah, Shadow steps out of there and leaves. So,
burdens brought down upon to us in strives of knowledge. Do I still?
Your carriage isn't there; it's gone. It got sucked into the oblivion.
How are my retainers?
They're not there.
Okay, that's where I draw the fucking line. Yeah. You know how hard it was to perfectly get 2 copies of Sailor So she is going to look at the horrible person who's about to get blamed for all of this.
Yes.
She's gonna go. Just smile and go. Now, why don't you stay?
What are you
And
doing?
she's going to command him
Oh, okay.
to stay.
That is, let's see. Command is dominate. What's that?
Command's in the core book.
Yeah, the command isn't. It's not a dominate, is it?
The commands dominate.
It's compel.
It's
Compel.
compel.
Oh, I wrote command because Michelle is sleepy.
Yeah, that's charisma plus dominate, and then I will pick his intelligence and resolve up here.
No, because I can. I'm gonna rouse.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get hungrier. I
Good.
add the dice. That is a 7 with a critical success.
Let's see. That's 4. He stops before he steps into his lovely shadows and waits.
Oh, I was trying to compel my friend, but no, this even works. And she's just going to she's gonna move towards him.
Mm-hmm.
And oh, I could do it. I could do the big slurp.
Could, but be aware of where you're out on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they had fire trucks at this point in time. They don't really have. Not things caught on fire a lot and just had to burn.
You know, I'll just
Where's this bug coming
I'll see if any of my coteries show up and we can decide what to do with them.
Yeah.
Together.
Let's see what to break out of it. And so we'll move back to Matilda. Matilda, what are you doing? Just wrapping up some loose ends.
Oh, she's just relishing in the flames and the melodrama that's happened in front of her. She's just confused, a little tired, because that prince bit certainly was a thing.
Comes up in the carriage.
Is that right?
It's on fire. We leave. The giant, the real big blue paper mache chicken that was out front finally catches fire and just burns. More explosions as like the boards that were underneath in the glass catch, and it just more loud explosions happen. Still kindred in the inside, screaming every so often, and then come out, catch up, still on fire, stop, burn to the ground, or burn into ash. Maybe taken out.
Oh no, how unfortunate. We will
Not-
never financially recover from this.
9 kindred so far. That's more than like half of what actually showed up.
Such a pity. They will be missed. Thoughts and prayers.
Thoughts and prayers. Let's see who else. Dr. Scabs, if you see your Oblivion site still up, you still see the ghosts. They're like they're just kind of watching the fire, and they're just like, doesn't really bug them. Fire doesn't hurt them. What else are you doing? You're outside. Are you inside? I think you're outside.
I guess I'd be outside at this point, so I don't, die from the fire.
Exactly.
Always a good plan. If I see Morgan and her carriage disappear,
You do. You watch it get shrouded in shadows, and then the shadows drop. There's no, the same thing that I said. No carriage, but that Gary Oldman looking. Well, I guess I could say it's a Lasombra, definitely just standing there.
and Morgan's with has compelled this guy.
Yeah, just to stay.
Okay. Well, I'll walk up on him and command a hole to open in his flesh, I guess.
He just takes it.
Oh, okay. then I'll like open my mouth like really wide, like much wider than it should open up, and I'll just let all the spiders like come out in this mass and crawl inside of him instead.
That works.
And she's gonna go, don't let him die yet. I still have plans for those who take what is mine.
Let me see here. Hang on a minute. All the chaos. This is what I wanted to happen. I feel like this is maybe a good ending point for the Somber Man and the Pact as a whole. It seems like a good ending point. I agree with this. Because now people get to wonder what happens when the Pact convenes upon this La Sombra that has seemed to have what you would refer to being, as at this time period, a turncoat. So I don't know. Does this sound like a good stopping point, or are people excited that the giant chicken started on fire? Yes, spider.
I mean, with the delivery of a threat like that we just got out of our lovely Toreador here, yeah, that's a great cliffhanger.
I'm not a Toreador.
Toreador.
La Sombra.
No, never mind.
Please donate to the charity that is going on. I gotta get that in. I gotta get my donation sent over. And
help us support the Don't Be a Monster and a bullying prevention charity, and enter one of blah, 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 blah. I got chaos tongue. Yeah, I'll stick two.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching Vitae and Petticoats. Help us support the Don't Be a Monster, an anti-bullying charity, and enter to win one of great prizes this year. Check out the character charity raffle in the Twitch chat now, or head to GoFundMe at the link in the Twitch chat now to donate.
Good, thank you. I also would have tripped over my words had I done that.
Oh, there's so many words.
So many words. So, yay! I'll go around the table and again and tell people who they are. We'll go backwards, sort of. We'll do Vin, who played Matilda first.
Hi guys, again, I'm Vin at VynVox VA. I'm a voice actor and I'm a tabletop streamer. Catch my Twitter for like announcements, casting calls, auditions. I like to share things for y'all, and that's me.
And go with who was Nikki.
Hi everyone, it's Nikki. You can follow me on Twitter at TheHypeGoblin. I am one of two heads over at Sadie's ATL, currently taking a little break because I'm burnt out. But you can catch me streaming around wherever because this is really fun. And thank you guys so much for having me. And Keith.
Keith the zombie chicken.
Yes, Keith the zombie chicken, the real MVP.
I really want to see Keith in a stuffy form, actually, now. And we go to Sara.
Hey everyone, I'm Sara. I do character creation cosplay all over the internet of my TTRPG characters. I run several TTRPGs on my own channel, and I create a whole lot of fantasy content over on TikTok and Instagram. That's me.
And we go Brad. Oh, muted.
Unmuted. That's fine. Yeah, I'm Brad Hardwick. I'm a LARP designer and game runner, and you can follow me on Twitter. And I create Vampire the Masquerade content on TikTok, and I'm also a voice actor. I was in Port Saga. If you've not checked out Port Saga, please do. It's a fantastic Vampire the Masquerade audio drama. So yeah, follow me. All that cool stuff. Thanks, and thanks for having us, Kat. Woo.
Yeah, thank you for. I'm not done yet, Michelle.
Hi, my name's Michelle Sealight. I've been playing your resident La Sombra, Morgan Le Fay, this morning, not this evening. And you can just find me online at Michelle C. Light. I do a lot of things. I am a storyteller, role player, writer, published tabletop, author, contributor, and amateur voice actress, because that one time I got paid to say Oda Oda.
Then it is Khaldoun. Moon.
Hi, I'm Khaldoun Khelil. You can find me on Twitter at @KKhalil on the Storyteller's Vault, and in your gaming store. I write for RPGs, including Vampire the Masquerade. I have something on the Storyteller's Vault, The Black Hand, playing the Sabbat, one of the few physical copies here. So please check that out. Oh, hey, there's another one. And yeah, thanks so much for having us and spending time with us here at Virtual HorrorCon.
Mm-hmm. And I was the storyteller for this lovely chaotic mess, which I was happy that it turned out to be like this. I expected fire at the end, and I got what I wanted. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, and TikTok as Dead and Glow. I post random stuff. A lot of it has to do with knitting or gaming in general. So, and I am very thankful that I had this cast for my first time as a live stream Vampire the Masquerade storyteller. Everybody was most helpful, and I could picture everything beautifully in my mind palace as the game went on. So I hope everybody enjoyed it. We'll see if I storytell Vampire live again in the future. So thank you for joining very much so. Very much so. I don't know what else we have to do here at the end, because